Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be an Astroflower reading between the 5th and the 11th of September. Have you been noticing what's going on in the sun? There's been a lot of sunspots. We're just about to hit solar maximum, which is once every 10 years. And it's making everything a lot more zippy, which came out in the monthly readings. If you haven't been seeing our monthly readings for the collective and also for your sign, I would go and have a look on it, because September looks like to be a big humdinger of a month. So here we go with the Astroflower. If you're already subscribed, thank you very much. If you want to show support for this channel, subscribing and clicking that bell is a very good way of doing it. Let's just see what's going on with the overall energies here. In your here and now this week, it's almost as if like you're taking a little bit of a step back. You're not getting so involved with the outside world because there's a little bit of madness going on within the human race, within everything that's around us, and then your guides pick up. So there is this second wave that's coming through, and I think you probably may well feel it coming through. Your guides certainly do, and they're almost trying to funnel it into your here and now, so you can really get that wave and move on. For those of you who don't know, this is the relationship side, this is the money side, overall energies and the karmic messages according to both the relationships and the money and your money, jobs and businesses side, and this is the overall outcome. So let's just get straight in then. Let's just see what the energies going in for the overall energies for this week. I would like to say keep calm and carry on, but that's not what it is. It's almost as if like you're on a horse and you've got to trust that horse and know where it's going, and you've almost got to hold on more than ride it than anything else. And that could well be according to what's going on in the world around us. It's a case of holding on to your nerve, temperance, being patient, but also having that sensation of timing, of when to start putting it out, when to start, turning that patience into action. But at the moment, it's a case of, that's what I said, like being on a horse. It's rather hanging on than actually riding the horse. Let's just see what's going on in your relationship side. Here's your karmic message for this week. I think this patience plays into this as well. Good things come to those who wait. It's like your relationships, all of them have been put on hold this week. As if like plans of, you're meant to go out for a meal with someone and unfortunately they couldn't make it. And that sort of thing, those little sort of things that just sort of slow you up and sort of curtail your social interaction with the world around you. Yeah, the Three of Wands, waiting at the shoreline, not really going on the journey, being that harbour master, seeing people coming and going, but not actually going anywhere yourself. That's what it sort of seems like for you. This message here is sort of saying, realise it's not your doing in a way. It doesn't excuse anything, but it's like the world around us is tipping upside down, and everything seems to be back to front at the moment. And that sort of craziness in that world it's almost like kind of going, no, I'm not going to put my foot out there yet. I'm not going to step out into that because it's just, I'll get run over straight away because it's just a carnage sort of scenario. And it is that wait and see within your relationships. And it's not necessarily your fault. As I say, other people have obviously, life is life. And other people may have a lot of things to do and a lot of things going on, which is going to, make you feel like that all your avenues of socializing is being shut down in a way. Because it's probably because you need to concentrate on what is coming through, basically. Let's just see how that universe is influencing that karmic message. Gather strength and gather ideas. Gather purpose and things like that. Just gathering things. It's like the universe is is almost like sucking up all the things that you need within the relationships around you, and it's going to sort of build it up within you. So by the end of the week, you'll know exactly what you want and how you want the relationships to be. You're fully into your summer. It may well build into some sort of declaration at the end. Hierophant, declaration of marriage. Maybe is that what they're saying? Is that what the universe is trying to encourage you to do? Dive in, don't wait. That's possible, but they're gathering a lot of possibilities around you and using that. And the Hierophant knows how to use that sort of flow, that energy, that force, that vibration that is around him, or the Hierophant, because he's learned that through religious studies in a way, with those steps that lead to that happiness, that star at the top. And once you've learnt it, you know how to go up there without having to learn and worry about it. So it should become second nature to you, realizing you've got a lot of possibilities around you. Let's just see how the guides are sort of influencing your karmic message. And all these possibilities of connecting with people, and I think it's going to come from you. I think you might well want to ask someone to move in, get married, or become a couple, and stuff like that. Or within your family, it's maybe, a bit of wisdom that's come to light through this patience that you're going to have to endure for this week. And through that patience, the universe is giving you that understanding of how to reach your happiness within the relationships that are around you. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence that karmic message. Planning. All good plans don't necessarily get wasted. So here the guides are sort of like trying to create coincidences around you, but realizing that they're not necessarily coming to fruition because the planning is not in place. So you need to do a bit more planning for it, really. Five of Swords come up for everybody. Seems to be the card of the week, really. Walking away from complications. Don't overthink things, basically. I think this is about you. I think this is where your guides are sort of saying your battle is within you, and that's what your patience is all about. Do not get involved in conflict within yourself, because you're just going to cause yourself a headache. Just let it go. It is what it is within the relationships around you. It's not necessarily the fault of other people. It could be just the fault of what is happening in the world in this coming week. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence the conversation that is within you, according to your relationships. Enjoy the sun between the rain. So when the clouds have a break, there's a break in the clouds, it stops raining. That's when your guides are going to kind of say, oh, let's get out there, let's go play. So if someone happens to be turning up at your doorstep, or sort of says, look, I'm down the road at the cafe, do you want to come for a coffee? Go ahead and do it. Follow it. That's a bit of ray of sunshine for you this week. I'm feeling good about it all. So yeah, I would seize on the opportunities that are around you in order to sort of have that social and interconnection with the people that you do enjoy and love around you. With that calmness of that patience, all of this side here is really patience. It could be the fact that you've asked someone to move in with you. That could well be the case for some of you. Don't tie yourself up in knots about it. Be patient and be calm and collective when it comes down to your emotions. And that will give you clear blue water, clean sailing for you going forward. Let's just see how it goes on the money side. Here is the karmic message. It's almost like a flower. You know that you're the buds in spring. It's not a flower yet, but you can see it almost ready to sort of like start branching out and start opening its petals. It's almost as if like on your business side, on your job, there's something really big coming through. It's like this massive lotus flower that's gradually opening, and it's just on the cusp of doing that. And the karmic message here is sort of saying, you've done that work in order to make that flower, to make that flower open. Here is your time. Seize it. The Emperor. These are really powerful cards, actually. Really powerful cards. Seize that moment. You've already done the work, which the Emperor has already created their empire. And because they've created their empire, they've now just got to preside over that empire. And this is what's happening. You've done the work, Capricorn. There seems to be a lot of long-term projects that are coming to fruition with you at the moment. If you were a horse to bet on, I'd be putting my money on you. Let's just see how the universe is. They can't pour enough gifts upon you. They can't open enough doors, create enough opportunities. You're almost, the only danger I can foresee is you almost being overwhelmed in a way. That Eight of Swords has been plaguing everyone. Everyone. It's already come up in every single reading so far this week. And last week it came up in at least 9 out of the 12. So basically the universe here is trying to free you up. They're offering you these opportunities to move on. Seize upon them. Do not look back. Do not reminisce about old times. Reminisce about, don't think about the times when your business went bust. Think about now, sort of saying this business is going to work, keeping you very positive, but freeing you up. You're going to be moving around and mixing it up, I think, by the end of the month, and going to be in a very, very strong position by the end of the month. So the universe here is trying to really free you up with lots of opportunities. Let's see how the guides are trying to influence you or influence your karmic message. Don't hold back. If you're going to go for it, the thing is, like, if you could do something, if you could bet $1 and make $10 back on that bet, or you can bet on another one that you can make 2,000, and the chances of you winning on both of them is pretty high. So you're not going to bet on that smaller amount, are you? You're going to go for that big amount. And I think here is your guys are sort of saying, in for a penny, in for a pound. If we're going to do this, let's just push the envelope. Let's push it as far as we can here. Really push the boundaries. Lead with your heart. Yeah, allow your heart. They're encouraging you to allow your heart to speak and to express your desires. And the more you express them from within you, the more those long-term plans are going to give you the joy and happiness that work can bring you. And I hope it does bring you. I do healings. I do loads. I've been doing loads this week. I really have. I've been snowed under now for 10 days, which has been great. It's been very difficult to do these readings on YouTube. I love doing these readings. I hope you do appreciate them. I've been, I'm not going to turn it down, and I love doing healings, and I do love my job. I do love my healing side of my life. And, I had chock-a-block days last week, going from 10 in the morning through to sort of like 9 o'clock at night, non-stop. And it was tiring, but it was a satisfying tiring. And I think this is for you going forward, realizing that how blessed and amazed life is when you just allow it to happen. When you realize that those long-term plans are now starting to pay off. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence that sort of conversation within you. When you go walking through the trees and you got sunset, and sometimes you can glimpse the sun directly through the trees. like loads of trees, and that's a straight line, a clear passage out of the forest. And this is what your guides are doing. They're almost kind of going, there's the sun, there it is, there's your clear passage. And they're pointing it out to you so you can see clearly the abundance that is coming in for you. This is going to be mad for you, Capricorn, I think. It's going to be phenomenal amount of rewards, and you deserve it because it's built upon hard work, built upon work when you've been doing it. You've been paying attention, not necessarily to the little details, but just doing it and constantly doing it and constantly moving it forward. And it may have taken you years, quite literally years, to get to where you are. It may even take a lifetime. It really is that big. Let's just see how these guys are here are really showing you the clear path towards your sun, the sunshine. So let's just see what the overall outcome is for you, Capricorn, in this week. With that patience and that calm and that pose or that pause within you, that posture of just being almost that posture of the king, the emperor, or the king of cups. The way they feel they're just in complete and utter control of their emotions. With that side of things there will bring a lot of attention to you. So by the end of the week, by the 11th, and I think it's more flowing into the week after that, you're going to be receiving a lot of attention from a lot of people around you. It is the start of it's the death and the rebirth. All of this is accumulating into one moment, and I think it comes in between the 11th and the 18th of September. Be really interesting to see your readings next week. See how it all ties in as well with the monthly readings which came out on this channel for your sign, but also on the collective as well. There's loads of links in the description below. There's your Astroflower. There's also links to our Instagram page and our sister channel, which is called Cymatic TV, which does everything energy. There you go, Capricorn. It looks an amazing week. It's a building week. It's building such momentum for you and such conclusion on a lot of things. So there you go, Capricorn. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.